So this is the interface in Gekko, and as you can see, it's very simple. And to start a new map, basically, the only thing that you have to do is click New Engine. And I call them engines because it's basically, it shows you kind of the motor of your company or your idea. So I'm gonna just save it as idea number 1. And we're gonna start. So the only thing that you need to do is double click and these boxes start to appear, and you can put any name that you want. And basically you can add more boxes, and at the same time you can delete those links and move those boxes to other places and connect them like this, or move a group of boxes just like that and move it somewhere else. We don't have the technical drawing, so basically that's a broken system, and we can click on the symbol and now we know that that process is not completed. The same with prototyping. Maybe we have production costs but we don't have any fundings. And as you can see at the left side of the menu, we're gonna go into report later, but there's a few alerts, and that's basically telling you that you have a few broken systems. Basically now I have a map of, I have a concept of what I want to do in a very logical way, but I can mark very easily the things that I don't have. If you don't like the plain black and white, you can select the dark mode, which is pretty cool, or my favorite, which is the 1984 mode, which is pretty vintage, but that's a taste thing. But you can go back to light mode. Because I'm starting this company, I'm basically gonna try to create a few team players. So there you go. So the only thing that I need to do here is just to double click again the box and to assign on the newly created categories that person that is going to take care of that. I can just mark, let's say I'm going to click on Andy, and now I know exactly what Andy's in charge of. The same with the rest of the players. I noticed that sometimes creating bigger engines, a few things get uncategorized. So basically I have this so people know, oh, we haven't assigned all of these activities, so we need to do that. So when it comes to data, that's one of the most powerful things in this tool, is that it's not just a drawing. Let's say if the first draft is gonna cost me, I don't know, $500, I can say, okay, this is gonna cost me $500, and it's gonna be just one payment, so I can put it during a year, and it's gonna be an expense. And I can click save, and as you can see, a little red dot has appeared on the box, meaning that it's an expense, or that area is associated with an expense, and actually I can see the cost at the top. But I can also add to all of these areas the time that I'm gonna spend on this. So let's go on the first draft, and I have a time measuring tool here, and I can say, you know what, it's gonna take me, I don't know, 5 hours to do this. And I select hours and of course a unit, and it's gonna be productive time. I can usually also select waiting time, and I'm gonna do it now, but in this case this is productive time, and again I have productive time for that specific box. If you double click in every box, in each box, you have, as you can see, a logic section, and this is very useful because basically what you can do here is to create the logical steps of something that you're creating, pretty much like an app, a software that you want to create based on your mapping. So basically, if you say the first draft is going to be an automated thing, and then we go to technical drawings, you can explain that in the logic section, and you can add a simple description. You can say this is going to be performed by a human, a system, or both, what data comes in, what data comes out, and the conditions. If, let's say, the draft is done, what happens after that? When I save all of that, and in the case of a software, everything is mapped out with the logic section, I can actually take this report and export it as a JSON file that will allow me to feed it into a no-code system, a no-code development system, and I can create my app based on this mapping.